Before we dive into today's jaw-dropping revelation that sends shockwaves across the nation, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and stay with us for every breaking update. This is one of those stories you don't want to miss. A political drama unfolding in real time, shaking the foundations of South Africa's leadership. South Africans were glued to their screens. It was supposed to be a routine interview, a calm conversation, a normal segment on national television, but within minutes, what unfolded became one of the most shocking live TV moments in the country's recent political history. Police General Mkhwanazi, known for his fearless personality and no-nonsense approach, dropped a revelation so stunning that the entire studio froze and viewers across the nation were left speechless. The moment has since gone viral, replayed millions of times, debated endlessly, and questioned by experts. For the first time, a high-ranking official appeared to challenge the authority of President Cyril Ramaphosa openly on live television, suggesting that there were truths South Africans had not been told. What was this bigger secret he exposed? Why did he choose to say it live? And what does this mean for the president, the ANC, and the future of the country? Let's break down the moment that set South Africa ablaze. It all started innocently. Questions about crime statistics, investigations, and policing strategies. Nothing unusual. But then the host asked a question that changed everything. General, are there matters you feel South Africans deserve to know but have been kept in the dark about? Mkhwanazi paused. He looked down. Then he lifted his head, stared directly into the camera, and began speaking with a level of intensity and conviction that no one expected. He said that there were issues behind the scenes that had been ignored for too long. Decisions taken at the highest levels that had compromised the effectiveness of policing. Interference that had slowed investigations, redirected priorities, and created invisible barriers to justice. While he mentioned no names directly, the implication was unmistakable. It was then that the moment which would shake up the entire broadcast came. He spoke about the pressure of leadership, unusual directives, and discussions that he said never should have occurred. The studio erupted, social media exploded, and South Africans wanted answers. According to analysts, this was not a spur-of-the-moment decision but one which was calculated in nature. For months now, there have been rumblings of discontent from those within the police force. Cops grumble over political pressure, how cases are often delayed or their decisions influenced by agendas outside the police service. Mkhwanazi has always been known as a strong outspoken figure, someone who does not bend easily. His live TV revelation seemed the breaking point, a moment where he just could no longer hold back. Insiders say he chose live television for a reason. It was the one place where no one could mute him, censor him, or edit his words. And in that moment, he made sure that the entire country heard him. Mkhwanazi pointed at something deeper, some kind of coordination above him that dictated investigative priorities. He painted a picture of how key cases suddenly came to a grinding halt, how certain files went silent, and how decisions took on the form of moves for political convenience and not justice. He spoke of instructions that did not align with the Constitution and pressures that came from people who should not be instructing police operations. But while he shied away from direct accusations, mostly, analysts say, for legal reasons, everyone knew exactly what he meant. The message was crystal clear: there is a gap between what the public is told and what actually happens in the corridors of power. And according to him, that gap has affected crime, justice, and, ultimately, the safety of the nation. Within minutes, phones across the country started ringing. Hashtags went viral. Families called each other. Analysts rushed to TV studios, and political commentators scrambled to interpret what it all meant. Mkhwanazi's revelation. Some South Africans praised him, calling him brave, honest, and patriotic. Others said his utterances were politically motivated or part of ANC factional battles. Whatever they may have believed, however, one fact became undeniable: he had shaken the country. Protests erupted in several cities as the people demanded transparency, explanations, and accountability. Social media users demanded that the president respond immediately. Rumors circulated, theories spread, and tension rose. For the first time in a long time, a single live TV moment united the country in shock. Inside the ANC, the atmosphere reportedly shifted from confusion to panic. Party elders allegedly held emergency meetings deep into the night, discussing how to handle the fallout. Some leaders argued that Mkhwanazi had gone too far and should be disciplined immediately. Others believed acting against him would make the ANC look guilty or desperate. The challenge for the ANC became clear: how do they respond without appearing defensive? Ramaphosa, known for his calm and measured tone, kept silent at first, a silence that only fueled more speculation. But behind closed doors, sources claimed that discussions were intense and opinions divided. For President Ramaphosa, this moment marks a serious political challenge. While did not provide explicit allegations, the implications were powerful enough to raise questions about leadership transparency and political interference. Opposition parties immediately seized the moment, calling for investigations, inquiries, and audits of decisions made under Ramaphosa's administration. Analysts say this could become one of the defining political battles of the year, not because of what was said directly, but because of what the public now believes may be hidden. And South Africans are now determined to walk through it. The nation is on edge. Will Mkhwanazi be forced to clarify his statement? Will Ramaphosa issue a direct response? Will Parliament summon the Police General? Will the internal ANC divisions intensify? One thing is certain: this story is far from over. The ripple effect from that single live moment will continue shaping headlines, debates, and political conversations for weeks, perhaps even months. Whatever the truth is, South Africans want it. And after Mkhwanazi's revelation, they refuse to be silent. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned as we continue to follow this political bombshell. Every hour brings new reactions, new twists, and new information, and we'll be here to break it down for you. This is one of the biggest